everybody, and welcome back to another Under video. In today's video, we'll be talking about two-mans. You've been on a two-man, and I've been on a two-man, right? We know how they go. I'm pretty sure they've they've abolished racism. Two-mans. So, a two-man is when you or your homie find a lady, or a woman, whichever one, or a bitch, whichever one you want to use, which adverb, right? Find a woman, and that woman has a woman for your homie or you. Usually, you treat your homie right, and you find a good-looking girl with a good-looking, friend. But some homies, they ain't like that, right? They be giving you the tortas, and some of us, not me personally, like tortas. They do like tortas, and that brings me to my next thing in giving you new experiences on the two-man. Giving you new, this one time I was on a two-man, and there was this Asian girl, and I personally don't like Asian women, I'll be honest. I just don't. But going on a two-man with her, with my friend, opened my eyes to be like, oh my god, this Asian lady, she's quite pretty, she's quite nice, and she doesn't have an attitude as a black girl, right? She's like everything combined as a white girl, just yellow covered. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's opened my eyes enough where I will be going on more adventures with Asian women, right? Now, they can also make you dislike races more too. So there's a chance that you could go on a two-man, let's say, with an Indian girl. No bias. go on a two-man with an Indian girl and be like, oh my god, this is the stinkiest thing I've ever been near or have ever talked to in my entire life, and I don't ever want to. Sometimes two-mans do go horribly wrong. When they pop the question, who's stronger? I'm obliterating my homie right then and there. I'm going Super Saiyan 4, I'm rage fisting this fucker, and he's going to the ground. He's going in the ground after she asks that question. But instances like that, sometimes you gotta be a better person and hype your homie up. Like if you have the torta, you already know your objective is to just, play defense the whole game and do absolutely nothing, because as soon as you show her affection, she is going to, try to get in there, if you know what I'm saying. She's gonna try to get naked, and that's a big no-no when you're dealing with a torta, right? Sometimes it does feel like slavery when I'm looking at my homie talk to the finest shite I've ever seen in my life, and I'm stuck playing defense with a fridge protector. It's just not fair sometimes, but for the greater good of my homeboy, I know what has to be done. I've personally never taken the fall, but I've heard experiences of other people taking the fall, and it is some of the worst. We all have our own preferences and desires in a woman, right? But two-mans, they help us out, discovering new niches or new tastes in women. Like I was talking about the Asian girl, but there's also been this black lady, right? I personally like dating dark chocolate. As I'm a white chocolate man, it's hard for me to be in that game because all the black men are 6'3", have giant wieners, and are always muscular. Me, I'm a max of 5'9". I'm kind of out of the game right now. I cannot compete with these black young men. They're keeping the game on lock. They're taking the snow bunnies, they're taking the black women, and they're taking the Latinas. What can a white man, a short white man like me do? I can't compete. I think they should have a two-man dating app, so you and your homie can both log into the account, and when y'all both swipe left, you'll be shown the messages with the woman, and you start texting the woman, or the women, right? And when y'all swipe right, it just gets rid of them. I think that would help in the two-man sphere so much, just because how hard it is to lock in a two-man nowadays. But more of an occasional thing, as you know. You're not going back-to-back two-mans unless you're in, I don't know, Miami. That's all for today's video.